Good afternoon. Welcome to the start of a new vlog. I am plastered to my couch because this is the first time I have picked up my camera in a week because I have been out of town in Atlanta for the past week on a work photo shoot, which was really long hours. I think I would get up every morning at 6 a.m. and then be on my feet all day running around and not get home again until 11, home meaning the hotel room, until 11 p.m. Extremely long days, but I'm really proud of our team and what we accomplished. It was amazing. I can't wait to see the photos that came out of it. Yeah, so it was really fun, but really long hours. I'm so glad to be back. I really missed Andrew. I really missed the kitties who have been by my side nonstop since I've been home. And yeah, I have just been glued to this couch, essentially sleeping and watching YouTube on and off. But as I've been here for most of the day, I'm getting kind of restless and a little bit bored. So I'm thinking about cutting out a new project. My pink fabric that I ordered has arrived. I showed you guys the linen pink fabric that I was going to use for that pair of shorts, but just that I wasn't thinking when I ordered linen that I knew it would be too casual for what I was looking for. I want a more polished pair of shorts, but I was having trouble finding a pink twill weave. I really wanted to use twill weave fabric, but a pink one in the color kind of pink that I want, like a cotton candy pink, but also with a fiber content that I want, because I really try to buy, now that I'm able to, I try to purchase more sustainable fabrics, I guess you could say. It's not an all the time thing, a must do. It's just kind of a consideration. I try to not buy stuff with polyester for sustainability reasons, and also because it's hotter. It just is not as comfortable to wear. But I could not find anything in the color that I wanted, so I decided to just go for this polyester twill that I could find on fabric.com. And it arrived while I was out, and it is so beautiful. So I'm about to disturb the cats. I'm breaking the core tenets of having a cat, that once they sit on you, you can't get up until they get up, even if you have to go to the bathroom. But it's been hours now, and I really want to go sew something. So I'm sorry, Mika. It's gonna happen. Excuse my extremely messy living room, but this is my outfit of the day. This is the Wixton shift dress. This is a dress I turn to when I am just looking for ultimate comfort. Ultimate comfort. It's made out of viscose linen noil from Blackbird fabric, so it's really soft, really comfortable. It's an oversized fit that you just kind of tie on with a belt to tie it to your waist if you want more waist shaping. But yeah, it's super comfortable and I really love it. I kind of modified mine just a bit and gave it a fringe hem, which I really like. I think I could have fringed it even a little bit more, honestly, but I really like it. And yeah, like I said, it's just my ultimate comfort dress. Okay, let's go see that fabric. Here it is. I love the color. I think it's honestly even better than the linen that I got. It's a little more cotton candy, a little more saccharine. It's very, I like it's also a little cool toned. The other one was a little more warm toned. I love the color though of this twill. And I just think it's really, really beautiful. So that's the fabric I got for the shorts. And then I finally, a while ago, I ordered some patterns from Something Delightful. Something Delightful is the website that has Vogue, McCall's, Butterick, not Simplicity. I think Simplicity's on their own. What's the other one? I can't remember, but they have at least 4. Can you sit down? Here, yes, you can lay on the fabric. They have at least 4 different ones, and they run sales on their patterns. But I like buying I'll search for the patterns I want on their website, but I'll end up buying them from an Etsy seller or an Etsy shop that has the patterns for resale, because they take so long to ship anything to you. I probably ordered these 3 weeks ago, maybe even a month ago at this point, and they just got here a couple days ago. So these are the 2 new patterns I'm adding to my collection. The first one is Vogue 1674. Here are all the different views, but I got it specifically to make view C and D. These are like the same, but one is a color blocked version. But I want to make it as a top. I just think that would be a really cute top. So I'm gonna leave the skirt off and finish the bottom of the top in some way to make it into a top. I just think that'd be really cool. It's for Knits Fabrics, I believe. Yes, two-way stretch knits. So I'm excited to make that probably in the winter time or maybe early fall. And then the other one I got is this bathing suits series of patterns. I really honestly liked all of them, but I got it specifically for this view B right here, which is really similar to it is B, right? Yes, view B, which is really similar to this DKNY bathing suit that I got like, oh my gosh, over 10 years ago. And I love the bathing suit so much. But I noticed last year that some of the stitching is starting to come out on it, which, I mean, you know, when you've had a bathing suit for 10 years, that's like, you know, to be expected. But I love the bathing suit. It's one of my favorites. And if you're a pear shape, I'm sure you can, you know, identify with this, but it is challenging to find bathing suits sometimes because I need a bigger size in the bottom than I need in the top. For one pieces especially. With bikinis it's a little bit easier because I can buy different sizes for the top half and the bottom half, but for one pieces it's a little more challenging. And I really like this super deep plunge style of bathing suit. It's just a solid black bathing suit. So I got it to potentially remake that once that other bathing suit dies. I even have black swimwear fabric in my stash, so I could go ahead and make this. But I also I like all of the views in this though. Like I think view C is really cute. This would make a really great, is this focusing? Sorry, I'm just using my new, not my new camera, it's actually a camera I've had for like 2 years now, but it's like my nice camera instead of my phone right now, and I don't really know if it's focusing or not. Hopefully it is. But I also love view C, this one shoulder one, and I also like, I mean, I honestly like all of them, but this one right here with like the crisscross bikini top is super cute. The only one I really don't like is this like super covered up one right here. It's just not my style. I like bikinis and one pieces. So yeah, so I like that. That pattern is Vogue 9192. And by the way, Vogue just dropped their summer patterns on their website this week, so you can go and check those out. There's nothing that really caught my eye, if I'm being honest, from their summer collection. So I don't think I'm going to add any of those to my pattern stash quite yet. But who knows, I may be convinced when I see other people sewing it up and end up falling in love with it. All right, I'm gonna get started on these shorts. I'm gonna go take a look at the pattern, figure out what size I need to cut. I have not pre-washed this fabric yet, which could be a risk, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just depends on my mood. All right, so I'm making a pattern called Wide Leg Pleated Shorts by Kiana Benolo. She is an independent designer and sells her patterns on Etsy. So I was looking for a pair of double pleated shorts because I liked the look from the Miu Miu shorts as my inspiration. And this was the pattern I could find that had like a lot of reviews. People seem to really love making it. She also has a full video tutorial on YouTube of her sewing the pattern, which is like really nice pattern support if I get stuck on anything. And yeah, so people seem to really like the pattern, so I'm excited to make it. I'm going to be using that pink twill I just showed you, and yeah, so now I'm going to read through the instructions, make a decision about which size to cut out, and get started. Now for sizing, it looks like I'm in between a 10 and a 12. So my measurement is 31 and my hip is 41. And we've got 30 and 40 and 32 and 42. So I'm going to cut out the 12 and then maybe sew a slightly more generous seam allowance to kind of make it a little bit more nipped in at the waist so that it's not too big. It also has the finished garment measurements, which is really helpful. So it looks like for the 12, the finished garment measurement is 33 inches, so that's at the waist. So that will be 1.5 inches of ease, which may be fine. we'll see. And then, let's see, for the hips, 51 inches. Like I said, this is a double pleated shorts, so there's more volume in the hips. And that's like an aesthetic style choice. So I think I'm gonna cut the 12. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Maybe I should cut the 10 and do a smaller seam allowance to get a little more room in the waist so that they're not quite so voluminous on the hips. Maybe? Okay, pieces are all cut out. I decided to go for the 12 after all, just to be safe, especially because I did not pre-wash this fabric. It might shrink a little bit. So yeah, and plus the style is like meant to be, like I said, like kind of generous in the hips. So I definitely don't want it to be too tight right here. And I can always tailor it with the darts that are, you know, the darts and the pleats to get that nipped in look at the waist, but keep the volume over the hips. So I cut the 12. I'm excited. Let's get sewing. These are my 3 thread options. I don't really have a perfect match, but it's looking like the lightest one is honestly going to be the closest. Good morning, everybody. I got very far on these shorts. The only thing that's left is a top little button closure and hemming. I can't decide on a length. I am on the fence about the fit in general. They're very voluminous, which is the style of the shorts. You know, like I can't really complain too much, but I don't know. I think it does look cute with this top, but they're just so parachute-y at the bottom. I just don't know how like flattering all this fabric is in here. I'm wondering if I like taper at, maybe if I did, I couldn't do bigger pleats because it fits well in the waist, like really well in the waist. My plan worked perfectly. I cut the 12 and sewed a slightly larger seam allowance with the darts and the seaming, but it's just the hips. There's a lot going on here. What do you guys think? What do you think? Like obviously they're not hemmed yet, and I think once they're shorter it will like balance the look of it more once you can see more leg. Let me know, even if it means I can't fix it on this particular pair of shorts and I could do something in the future to modify it to not have quite so much fabric in here. Maybe I could look for just a single pleated pair of shorts, like a pattern with a single pleat instead of the double, because the double might be adding more fabric than I really want there. It's just that was the style of the shorts that I saw. Overall though, I like how the back fits though. I think they're flattering on the bum. Let me try it on with the jacket. So here it is with the jacket. I think it is such a fun outfit. Like I do like it with this jacket. I don't know. And the stripes with it too. I could see a floral top with this looking quite cute. Ooh. Let me know what you guys think. And I have to laugh. A few of you have commented about how Andrew is just so he's just casually chilling in the background whenever I'm making these videos. Dude, it's not the first time in my last video someone's like, he's just like looking at his painting stuff, not caring at all. It's because he's so desensitized to this. I do this all the time now that it's just like second nature to him, that he's not fazed at all by me talking to myself in a mirror.
I'm not ignoring you either, though.
No, not at all, not at all. I just think it's like you just don't find it weird, or you're just not fazed by it.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think the more I look at it, the more I actually do like the shorts. I think I just need a really form-fitting top like this one to balance out the voluminosity, if that's even a word, I don't think it is, of the shorts. Have some balance. My depth perception is totally off though. We've arrived in Chelsea. Well, Flatiron-ish. We're meeting Andrew's dad for a Father's Day dinner, Andrew's family for a Father's Day dinner. But we are here early so we can do a little walk around.
It's a poster place.
Mm-hmm. You wanna go to the poster place?
Sure.
We're hanging out right by Madison Square Park. The Empire State Building is behind us so that Andrew could take a photo for me of my mostly handmade wardrobe. We're looking now for, what did we say we're gonna do? I don't wanna go to the poster place. It's too nice outside. Let's do something outside.
Okay.
Maybe we should go for a drink over at Italy.
Do we have time for that?
I don't know. Only have 30 minutes before we have to be there.
I don't think we have time.
Got done at dinner. It was okay, solid, pretty delicious, but I ate a lot, and so we're both really full, and we decided we're going to take a walk down to a different subway station rather than the one that was right by where the restaurant was. So we're gonna walk down to West 4th from 23rd Street. Back in Brooklyn.
Yep. Almost home. Be prepared. Give me the money.
There's going to be no voting. Good morning, everyone. It's 7:30. I've decided to spend a few hours tidying up the Black House garden, but most importantly, the arbor garden. That one needs an insane deadheading and cutting back after like the first flush of blooms in that garden. But I figure before I go over there, this garden is smaller, not as established, so this one will be quicker to kind of go through. Look at all of these gorgeous roses. This one is the Lady Gardener. This one is Bathsheba. And my sweet peas are looking amazing. This is Teasing Georgia, a new rose this year. I saw it in a nursery last year and decided I had to have it. It's such a soft, almost apricot leaning yellow. Many of the poppies are starting to bloom. I believe this one is Sissinghurst poppy, amazing gray. Here's the rattles of some of the finished ones. Rose Wild Eve. Oh, that bloom needs to be snipped off, but a super nice light pink. More cosmos. Phlox, blue woodruff. The first sprays of Nicotiana are blooming. A vining black-eyed Susan. More poppies. Oh, there's some Orlea grandiflora. Oh my gosh. Look at these bunny tails. Look how cute they are. So here we are at the arbor garden. As you can see, I have a lot of deadheading to do over here. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Could this be the cat behind the cat mitt flattening? He's not even faced. Look, he has a collar on. He's a neighborhood cat. What? Now he's over here eating my neighbor's vegetables. First zinnias in my Zinnia and Cosmos patch are blooming. Look at that. Not too many Cosmos yet, but the Dahlia patch is taking off in terms of foliage, so hopefully this will be timed perfectly for a late September wedding. I'm not sure what's happening with this one right here. Something is clearly getting to it in the ground. Look at my neighbor's stunning clematis. This thing is insane. This is the same variety that I bought inspired by this one. It's like these ultraviolet purple flowers, and she's kind of got it paired with this climbing red rose. I forget the name of this rose variety, but aren't these just insane? The knockout rose that was here before I got to this garden is just a non-stop blooming machine. Litchfield Angel right next to it. Home again. That only took about an hour and a half to get a lot of that done. The arbor garden still needs a lot of work, but that was all I could really kind of have time for today. I'm not sure if I've ever showed you guys this before, but this is how I store my PDF patterns in case you were curious. I have this like closet rod thing. I'll show you the picture that I was inspired by if I can find it. I just like this kind of like industrial atelier look. So I found this at like either Home Depot or Lowe's, and then have it screwed into the wall like so. So it kind of comes out like that. Same over there. And then I have a stash of these clips, some that are singles and then some that are doubles depending on what the pattern piece sizes are, and then I just kind of clip each one to a hanger. Sometimes if there are small pattern pieces like the shorts that I just made and they'll all fit into like this manila envelope, then I have a stash of manila envelopes down there and then hang it up like so. So all of my PDF patterns are stored on this rack right here. And this has worked really well. I have them all in alphabetical order. Based on, it kind of depends. I sometimes will alphabetize it based on the pattern designer's name, or sometimes I'll alphabetize it based on the pattern name itself. It just kind of depends on whichever one comes the most naturally to me, or which one like I think I would recall first. And so far it hasn't really been an issue of me like losing one. So yeah, that's my PDF pattern storage in case you were curious. Somebody asked me in a recent video, was it you, Robin, if I have a yarn stash still? And of course I have a yarn stash. You guys, I do still knit occasionally. It's just not enough to really be interesting in my opinion, because all I really knit these days are socks, because that's all I find myself wearing. There's a whole slew of reasons why I don't knit very much anymore, and I can get into that in future vlogs, but yes, I do have a yarn stash and I do still knit occasionally, just not nearly as much as I sew.
Yes, what could I fetch for you?
Oh, you're so sweet. I will take 2 veggie tacos. Okay. Thank you.
Love.
See you soon. That was Andrew. He's doing a job in Bay Ridge, which is the neighborhood I used to work in, and anytime he's in Bay Ridge, we always get takeout from Las Margaritas, one of my favorite Mexican restaurants in New York. It is so good. Don't mind my messy handmade bed in the background, but I'm just putting on my Tatcha Silk sunscreen before I go outside. I'm gonna get ready to go take a walk around Prospect Park, but I wanna put on some sunscreen and just a little bit of powder, nothing too crazy, and then get some tennis shoes and head out. This is my very light, no makeup I've used, as I mentioned to the vlog. It's okay. As I mentioned, I'm using Tatcha the Silk sunscreen. It's SPF 50. Used a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear powder. A little bit of the Benefit Gimme Brow, just a little bit to kind of smooth them into place. And then the blush I'm using today is the By Terry CC Liquid Blush. Oh, and some mascara. Lancome Lashy Doll. I'm almost due to start using a new one. I got a sample, I think I showed you guys this a little while ago, of the Dior Show mascara, so I'm excited to give that one a try. Got to Prospect Park. I just do like one lap around the whole perimeter of the park. It's a little bit more than a 5K. I want to say it's like almost 4 miles or something like that. So it's a perfect, like, nice longer walk. But yeah, so I just like walking around the track. It usually takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to complete it. And yeah, oh, wearing these, it's reminding me, so glad I am not alone in not being able to wear earbuds. I don't know what it is. Stopping, waiting for the cyclist. I don't know what it is, but yeah, they just won't stay in my ears. So many of you also commented to let me know that this was the case for you as well. So it's good to know I'm not alone. Just got back from the grocery. This week's menu, we have tonight Caesar salad.
With grilled chicken.
Yes, with grilled chicken. Tomorrow and the next day are grilled bourbon chicken with grilled veggies. And then we're gonna make paella at the end of the week. It's gonna be a good one. Tonight's dinner is a homemade Caesar salad. We have romaine, cherry tomatoes, croutons, chicken that we pan cooked with some salt, pepper, and garlic powder, shaved Parmesan, and then a homemade Caesar dressing. This dressing is really good. I'll link it in the description box. Exciting garden book delivery. I've been following Millie Proust for a really long time, even before I made my gardening Instagram account. And when she announced that she was gonna have a published book, I smashed the pre-order button so fast. I cannot wait to dig into this. Her photography is just gorgeous. So this arrived today. Can't wait to dig into this. That's it for me from this week. It's a shorter video, I think, because like I said, was not here for 5 days of this vlog. Hopefully you still found something interesting. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I will see you next week. Bye.